even if they tank their armor up.
Yeah. I mean, what does armor piercing exactly do? Is it more for against modules?
The armor piercing
Yeah.
probably just increases hull damage, really.
I've heard that
Since
what happens is that each ship has this hidden stat called hardness, and basically it's some sort of constant modifier for hull damage, and the armor piercing will somewhat cancel that stat. Because I mean, what we call armor and hull reinforcements really just increase the hit points of the ship. The integrity is basically the hit points, but apparently there's a hidden hardness stat for each ship that
yeah,
is the
you can
actual
definitely
armor.
tell that too, because a lot of ships are squishier than others. Like clippers can be real squishy without any hull reinforcement, like on their own. But even then, they're not very tanky. Can
Yeah.
definitely tell that a lot of ships can take more punishment just off the bat. I mean, FDLs aren't the best either. They take a lot of hull damage quickly too.
That feather assault ship can take lots of hull
Oh.
damage.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that engineers has done is made traders less vulnerable to NPC pirates.
Oh.
Well, yeah, partly because you can increase your. I mean, if you take the typical degraded trade vessel just to get the maximum jump range, etc., once you boost up your degraded shields, that helps quite a bit. Plus, yeah, you're going to be sacrificing range, but throw in some mine launchers, and you're going to have a lot of fun. And there are a few things more satisfying to me than watching than having an NPC telling me, "Yeah, drop your cargo. Okay, here's some mines. Catch."
Yeah, I think
And then
they certainly need to, from what you've told me, they need to fix the AI to be able to try and avoid mines.
no, don't do that.
Yeah, because I mean, basically, from what I hear, you're engaging in combat without actually engaging in combat.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, okay. If you're not interested in truly engaging in combat.
The hell is Tellurium?
Tellurium?
Yeah.
Keep that.
It's a thing?
Well, yeah, it's a very rare. That much I know, but I've not actually come across it before.
There were quite a few of them,
Yeah.
I think. I remember.
I'm looking for it here on the periodic table. I don't know where it is. There it is. Tellurium. It's right next to antimony. 52. It's the same. It's a metalloid, just like antimony.
What is
Yeah,
it
it doesn't have it in use though
used for?
yet.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't have any use in the game yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, there are certain things, especially data, which don't have a use in the game yet. So I've heard that possibly they're going to add more engineers. Someone said that there would be 50 engineers. I've seen
There's engineers we
lists
haven't
where they have
found yet,
20.
supposedly.
Yeah, so those are unlocked, I guess, not through word of mouth from other engineers, but through deeds that we just don't know we
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah.
Could be. But I mean, if you think about it, every single component should be modifiable in some way, and there are some that aren't.
Yeah, sensors not modifiable, life support.
Yeah, imagine sensors that makes it easier to pick up silent running. That'd be extremely popular.
Yeah, or like more sensitive sensors. That would be interesting.
For smugglers, I guess.
No,
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 for
for
PvP.
anti-smugglers.
Yeah, for PvP and for
Oh.
anti-smuggling.
Well, I mean, imagine a mining refinery where you could modify to get better or more out of each chunk.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
So I think to gather these materials, I've driven about a megameter in my SRV. And actually, I mean, I gathered other materials too, like antimony and arsenic and yttrium and things. So maybe 500 of those kilometers were for polonium specifically. Anybody want to share how much polonium they've gathered? How many rolls they've attempted so far? I mean, this is 7 rolls. So.
Oh my.
I've only done one so far. Right, 5.
By the way, this was with Elvira, and I hear she gives better rolls than Felicity. She's a nicer person.
And that's not because she's in Alliance space.
Has nothing. Well, I don't think she is in Alliance space. She's just outside of it, I think. But she's technically in a Fed system, a Fed minor faction controlled system. But she's not Fed aligned herself. So one of the things that I was going to talk about regarding engineers, I forgot, was that I had done some calculations to try and figure out how much is required exploration data, how much commodities profit is required for each level, for each of the engineers. And I found that the engineers are different from one another, and I'm suspecting that it has to do with their allegiance. And for a while I thought it might have to do with like the power that you were pledged to. But as Vectron said, it didn't quite make sense, and so I think it has to do with your reputation with the superpower. Possibly. I've seen some indications of a 20% reduction or even a 100% reduction for some things.
100% reduction?
Yeah. There was, who was it? Celine was giving me twice as much percent per commodity than
That's a 50%
Li Cheng.
reduction, Stephen.
Well, it's 100%. Well, it depends on how you look at it.
It's an increase. Yeah.
It's a 100% increase in the percentages they give me. It's a 50% reduction in the amount of work I have to do.
Considering you work with maths,
I'm also jumping here. I'm trying to actually, I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So there's a link.
It's a statistically significant difference.
Yeah.
Can anyone? Can you imagine to work with those two guys in PowerPlay?
So where's the engineer's XP thing? I have a spreadsheet for this somewhere.
Oh, of course you do.
Yes. It's a little rough, guys. I'll make it shareable. I guess I have to sign in too. And it has a listing of my experiences of how many commodities I had to do and how how much XP I got from each. And one of the things that I found out conclusively was that each level is 4 times harder than the previous. That the amount of XP, the amount of work you have to put in is 4 times harder. But each roll that you do, the level is 4 times more XP. So a level 1 roll gives 1/4 the XP of a level 2 roll. And so basically, if you're at the same level roll as the level you're trying to do, it'll be about 3 rolls of that level, but it'll be 4 times that for the next level downs roll, and 16 times that for the if you're 2 levels down. So if you try doing a level 1 roll and a level 3 engineer, it's 16 times 3 basically, with some rounding error issues, but that's how many rolls you'd have to do. And it was, I mean, I discovered this mostly through the commodities. And exploration data that I was turning in. Let me actually scoop here because we're running into some fuel problems. I'm sorry, let me share this. Let me see if it's a shareable link. Anyone with link, yeah. So I'll share the link. I don't know if I could share it in the stream because I've said that you can't do links in stream. Let's see if I'm allowed to. I guess I'm allowed to. Okay, there we go. So there I have also the tree so that it's obvious which engineers lead to which, and my personal experiences with, and Vectron has some data in there too of his experiences with turning into the engineers, and some other people also contributed. Oh, whoops. Probably should have hit that sooner. So one of the things I was considering was taking this exploration data that I've got and leveling up all the way through Palin or someone. It probably would be enough. I think it was about 3 million. It was about 3 million exploration or so, 2.5 million exploration to get between. It was 3 and 4 with Elvira.
Well, what's the access requirement to get to Palin?
So you need to get 30% through Marco, and Marco
yeah, but
needs.
You also need to. That's just the introduction. To get access to him, you need more.
Oh, you need 25 modular terminals to unlock Marco, and that's actually pretty tough. And then I don't know what the unlock is for Palin. You'd have to look it up.
Isn't he the one who needs actual unknown artifacts?
Oh, really?
I think one of them requires.
In an R, it says it. I don't recall. Yeah. I've also heard that Palin gives special cargo racks that allow you to hold unknown artifacts without taking damage. I haven't confirmed that, but I've heard this. It's true?
I believe so. It's those ones that they did that CG for, like a few months ago or like last year. Get reinforced cargo racks, I believe they're called, or something like that.
Yeah. Isn't it only class 1 or class 2? Small, at least. No, it's always great when you introduce something that makes it easier to UA bomb something.
So I seem to have drifted a bit off course here. Let me try and get myself back on course. See, I was trying to get 0, 0 on the first few coordinates. It's good enough for now. I'm wondering about, since the route plotting takes time, if it would be actually faster to try and route plot less than 1,000 and just have to plot more often. I don't know if it's non-linear as to the distance the route you